El-Rufai, Bello Matawale drag FG to cut over Naira redesign policy. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. The government of Kaduna, Kogi and Zamfara have dragged the federal government to cut over the Naira redesign policy that led to biting cash crunch in the country. In a motion experte filed before the Supreme Court, the three states are seeking an interim injunction stopping the Central Bank of Nigeria from ending the time frame within which the old 200, 500 naira and 1,000 naira note will cease to be legal tender. The plaintiff said since the announcement of a policy, there has been an acute shortage in the supply of the new naira notes in Kaduna, Kogi and Zamfara state, adding that citizens who have dutifully deposited their old naira notes have increasingly found it difficult and sometimes next to impossible to access the new note for their daily activities. This development is coming after President Buhari met with the All Progressive Congress governors in Nassau Rock last week, demanding a 7-day period to find a solution to the cash crunch. Now, the thing is, it is not even the redesign of the Naira that is causing this. The cause of this is the scarcity of the new one. And as far as I'm concerned, a lot of people, as at last 2 weeks, they were blaming the Central Bank of Nigeria. Why in go come outside, can't talk, say, make them submit the old note when the new one no they available. But now, we dey hear another story. They are telling us how, did you hear another story of how this particular, they're telling us story of how, you see this particular policy, banks now they hold this money. Now, how did the money flew away from the CBN, flew away from banks and got to the hands of terrorists? First of all, how? Who gave the terrorists money? That one is another question of a century. That is it. Who gave this new Naira now? The CBN don't talk, say, no be then they hold them. In fact, they don't give money. And if you go to social media now, you are going to see videos of banks. You are going to see videos of banks that were investigated and they found the new note in them and they're not disbursing it. Now, the $1 million question is, what do they want you to do? Hey, this thing is not funny. This particular issue, we are looking at it like it is funny, but it is not. Do you know if you want to get Nigerians agitated, you don't need to fire a single shot. This is enough to break the country. This has proved that the Naira design is not an APC plot targeted against any person, but an economic policy designed to correct the anomaly in the nation's financial system, and therefore deserve the support of all well-meaning Nigerians. Like I said, now banks, they hold us cash. If you are going to sue, the president, also, go to banks. I saw videos where banks, they have the new notes. Disburse this notes, no problem. Why not disbursing the notes? Problem. They want to sell it. Everything, opportunity to misbehave. The money they stockpile is about to be useless. They're only fighting for themselves, not the poor. And that is true. For people who are coming out and say they are fighting for the masses. No, the masses are fighting for. It is not our own. It is God doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Before they will come in good time, Peter Obi will be in Nassau Rock and the president of Nigeria. We're gonna leave me. Criminals and the All Progressive Congress are fighting for their looted fund. Yes, they have stack of money and it will no longer be in value in their hands. That is the right thing to do. No deadline until the new old note is no longer in circulation. Banks should have new notes to give customers all the time and no withdrawal limit for customers. Take your policies to the pit of hell. Emefiele. Well, unfortunately, they don't hear you. We'll go stand for CBN frontage, talk this one. Or you go stand for Nassau Rock, talk this one. May therefore hear you well. Alright, 10th of February 2023, whether you like it or not, or else it looks okay. Whether you like it or not, or else it looks childish. Because they cannot come outside and say it will not happen and then tomorrow they go back on their word. No. So I keep saying it is actually not CBN that is a cause. It is not the government that is the cause. It is actually, what's it called? It is not, how do I even go about it? Alright. Well, at the end of the day, I say make I tell her. Go and see bank managers. They're the problem we have. I know what I'm saying. Banks are the people. I'm telling you, banks are really the people. Now them they show this money. Now then they sell them to what's it called? Now then they sell them to politicians. You see people buying the cash. If not, what are they doing with the new currency in their own, as in the new currency on their hands? What are they doing with it? They are fighting to secure their noted funds from being rendered useless. Okay? Are they truly fighting for the masses? You're asking me that question. Okay. No bank will deny politicians and big money. Exactly what I'm saying. It is people like you that will be struggling to get the little amount you have in bank. I did tell you. Big person will get like 400 million, 500 million, 1 billion naira for account. Come outside, tell see, I want new notes and I want it in 2 million naira notes. To comply, bank, you go see bank, they go they shake, they go they fidget. Then go bring out that new note, then go give that person. And the person will carry and waka, go. Yes, this thing I give is a perfect example. And the person is, even if they even come and start saying, we will not be we won't be able to give you 200 million, we'll be able to give you 500,000. The person has other banks. Maybe then drag and they can't give the person 1 billion. The person will go to another branch. Okay, I need this amount. Do you understand? The person will go to another bank, I need so. I'm telling you. Alright. So they're not fighting for the masses. No bank, okay, don't mind the... Alright. The stolen money is about to become obsolete. Also, no money for vote buying to retain power. Nigeria should remember politicians are not with the masses. Supreme Court should support the fight against corruption by throwing away the motion or deliver judgment after the February election. Anything will start with difficulties. After a short time, the problem will be over. I'm telling you. May God Almighty punish them alongside their families, those who engage in money politics by buying votes. Alright on this, okay, before I round up, we want El-Rufai to mention the governor that collected 500 million new currency notes. The court should not listen to them because they are not even helping matters. All the new notes are in their personal and government houses. Of course, I wish the federal government will commence investigating them, and that's the problem. But how do you investigate your brother? Alright, on this note, you've come to the end of the news. We'll say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.